Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the dark and disturbing case of Wade Wilson, infamously known as the Deadpool killer. Listener discretion is advised. Wade Wilson's crimes shocked the community of Cape Coral, Florida, and left many wondering how someone they knew could commit such horrific acts. So, grab your coffee, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get started. Wade Stephen Wilson was born on May 20th, 1994, in Florida. Growing up in the Sunshine State, you'd think life would be all beaches and oranges, right? But for Wade, darkness was always lurking beneath the surface. Reports suggest a history of behavioral problems, even whispers of violence towards animals. Unfortunately, in Wade's case, those red flags just kept getting bigger and bigger as he got older. October 7th, 2019, started like any other day in Cape Coral. But for two women, Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz, it would be their last. Little did they know, their paths would tragically intersect with Wade Wilson's, forever changing the course of their lives and leaving a community in mourning. Christine Melton met Wade Wilson at Buddha Live, a popular bar in Cape Coral, on the night of October 6th. They seemed to hit it off, sharing drinks and laughter. But once inside her apartment, everything changed. As Christine slept peacefully in her bed, Wade strangled the life out of her, leaving her lifeless body in the very place she felt safest, her own home. The betrayal, the cold-bloodedness of it all sends shivers down my spine. After taking Christine's life, Wade left her apartment and set his sights on his next victim, Diane Ruiz. Diane, who was walking to work that morning, had the tragic misfortune of crossing paths with Wade. He approached her, asking for directions, pretending to be lost and vulnerable. In broad daylight, on a busy street, Wade strangled Diane and ran her over with his car multiple times. The level of brutality is just unimaginable. As if the murders of Christine and Diane weren't horrific enough, on that same day, Wade also attacked his ex-girlfriend, Melissa Montañez. Thankfully, Melissa managed to escape with her life. But Melissa's story is a crucial piece of this puzzle, showing a pattern of violence and rage that Wade harbored. Sometimes the truth comes out in the most unexpected ways. In Wade's case, it was a phone call to his father that sealed his fate. Overwhelmed with guilt and paranoia after the murders, Wade broke down and confessed everything to his dad. Wade's father, horrified by what he heard, immediately contacted the authorities, setting the wheels of justice in motion. The police wasted no time after Wade's father called them. They tracked Wade down to an empty house he had broken into, seeking refuge from the manhunt closing in on him. Imagine the scene. The police surrounding the house, the tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. Wade was arrested on October 8, 2019, just one day after his horrific crime spree. So, Wade's locked up, right? You'd think that would be the end of the story. But this is where it gets even more disturbing. While in prison, Wade started getting tattoos, a lot of tattoos. We're talking full-on face tattoos, including some with Nazi symbolism. These tattoos weren't just about self-expression, they were a window into the darkness that consumed him. And if the tattoos weren't bad enough, rumors started swirling that Wade was getting chummy with a white supremacist prison gang called the Unforgiven. The extent of his involvement with this gang is still kind of a mystery, but the fact that he was even associated with them speaks volumes. It's like he was embracing the darkness, finding comfort in the most hateful corners of humanity. After years of legal proceedings, Wade Wilson's day of reckoning finally came in 2024. The evidence against him was overwhelming. DNA evidence, witness testimonies, and his own chilling confession. Wade Wilson was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to death for each of his victims. Justice was served, but it wouldn't bring back Christine and Diane. This case serves as a grim reminder of the real-life horrors that can lurk behind seemingly ordinary facades. Wade Wilson, the guy you might have shared a laugh with at a bar, turned out to be a cold-blooded killer, capable of unimaginable cruelty. And most importantly, let's remember Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz, 2 innocent lives taken too soon. Let their stories serve as a reminder to cherish our loved ones and to never take a single moment for granted.